Hello, my name is Mary, and I shall be reading The Lighthouse Children. Far away on a rocky shore stood a lighthouse. Night after night, its brilliant beam shone out across the dark and treacherous waters. Slowly the light churned, growing brighter, then fainter, then brighter again, never failing, ever warning of the rocks that lay beneath. Ships that passed in that night understood and sailed in safety into the harbor. Winter and summer the light blazed on, through long, calm, starlight nights, through storm and tempest, it never went out. The deeper the darkness, the more brightly it shone. The more the terrible the tempest, the more welcome were its warning beams. In that far-off, lonely lighthouse lived a man, his wife, and 2 children, Paul and Raina. It was a quiet and strange life for them. Their house was a tall, narrow lighthouse. Their life centered in the light above them. They were there for the one purpose of keeping the light burning. One evening, as dusk was falling, the father climbed up the steep, narrow staircase, as he had done so many times before, to kindle the light. In a few moments he returned, looking pale and sick. "I am ill," he said, and collapsed in a chair. Mother ran to him in deep distress, for it was clear he was dying. For a moment all was confusion, and the children stood by, anxious and worried. After a little while, when father had been put to bed, Paul spoke. "Mother," he said, "what about the light?" "Go and see," she said. "I cannot go now." So Paul and Raina crept softly out of the little room and climbed up the cold, dark staircase. Night had fallen. A storm was blowing up. Dark clouds skated across the pale moon. Below, great waves boomed on the rocks, the spray hissing uncannily as it fell back into the wild sea. The light was burning, but there was something wrong. Over the sea all was darkness, and the great beam from the lighthouse shone only toward the land. "Raina!" cried Paul. "The shade is not turning. The ships will never see the light." "Can you start the machinery?" asked Raina. "I'll try," said Paul. Paul had seen his father do it so many times and thought he could do it now. But he soon found that something was the matter. Something had gone wrong. A piece of the machinery was broken, and he could not mend it. "What shall we do?" cried Raina. "There is the hand wheel left," said Paul. "But you cannot turn that alone." "No, but we could do it together," said Paul. "Remember, Raina, we are the children of light." "I'll help you," cried Raina. Seizing the great hand wheel, they began to turn. The shade of the light moved, and they were very glad. The ships could see the light after all. Hour after hour they toiled on. No night had ever seemed so long. Their little hands became sore and blistered. Their little arms grew tired. Minutes seemed like hours, and hours like years. They grew so weary that they wept as they turned. Outside the storm broke and raged in fury around them. Below, father was dying and mother was weeping in sorrow over him. But still, these children of light kept turning, turning, and turning. In utter weariness and sorrow they carried on until a faint gray light in the east told them that their task was done. Captain saw that light that night and thanked God for it. Yet, they never knew what was happening in the lighthouse, nor of their heroism of 2 little children who were faithful to their trust. And just as Paul and Raina kept that light burning through the long, stormy night, so God wants every child of His to keep the light of His love shining out into the cold, dark world. The darker our surroundings, the more brightly our light should shine. The worse the storm, the more constant it should be. Neither sorrow nor weariness should be allowed to put it out. There are many ships passing, looking to us for comfort and guidance and friendliness. So we, who are the children of light, must keep it burning through the night.